Morbid Facts, Part 165. The Grinch as a kid was played by an 18-year-old actor with dwarfism. Sadly, he died of heart failure just 2 years after the movie released. In child porn cases, someone has to actually watch the video from beginning to end so that they can testify about it in court. This was a banquet for French soldiers who received horrible injuries during World War I. A woman posted this photo on Reddit to show the progression of Alzheimer's through her mother's crocheting. From left to right, the squares show her mother's decline over a 2-year span. Male dolphins have been known to violently rape female dolphins in groups. They've also been observed killing dolphin calves so that the calf's mother will feel more inclined to mate with them. Morbid Facts, Part 169. After being convicted for the murder of Deborah Reese in 1993, Liddell Lee maintained his innocence for 24 years. Before his execution in 2017, his last words were, "I am an innocent man." Just a few days ago, a different man's DNA was found on the murder weapon. Female ducks are raped so frequently that many species have developed a second decoy vagina through evolution. They can offer it to intruders that they don't want to be impregnated by. Only 1 out of every 1,000 sea turtles born actually make it to adulthood. Fatal familial insomnia is a rare incurable brain disease that progressively destroys your brain's ability to sleep. Eventually you stop sleeping altogether, go completely insane, suffer from seizures, and die from cardiac arrest. Morbid Facts, Part 166. Despite growing up deaf and blind, Helen Keller was a supporter of eugenics. She believed that infants who were born with severe mental or physical disabilities were better off dying. Tobacco companies spend the most money on advertising during the month of January. This is because January is when most people are trying to quit as New Year's resolutions. This is a photo of an Iraqi officer with a fearless expression on his face just moments before being beheaded by an ISIS militant. Male otters have been known to violently rape female otters, baby seals, and other sea creatures. Sadly, this often results in death for the victims since the male otter will sometimes bite and drown them to get his way. Morbid Facts, Part 167. Mike Tyson got into his first fight after a bully ripped the head off of one of his pigeons. He said that the pigeon was the first thing that he ever loved and inspired him to become a fighter. There are more Panda Express locations in the world than actual pandas. When people die from Alzheimer's, it's usually because the disease got so bad that they forgot how to swallow or breathe. There's a blue whale who sings at such a high frequency that he's unable to communicate with other whales. Nicknamed 52 Blue, his calls have been heard every year since the 1980s but never receive a response. He's been called the world's loneliest whale. Morbid Facts, Part 168. Adolf Hitler's father was extremely abusive and frequently beat his kids. When he found out that young Adolf planned on running away from home, he beat him so badly that he was put into a coma. For 3 days, Adolf's family didn't know whether he would live or die. It's estimated that 93% of all the people who existed on this planet are now dead, and more than half of them were killed by mosquitoes. This is a 1964 photo of a hotel manager pouring acid into a white-only pool to force a group of black protesters out. Most people with chocolate allergies aren't actually allergic to cocoa or any official ingredients. Instead, they're allergic to the cockroach parts found in the chocolate, which the FDA deems safe up to a certain limit. Anything less than 30 insect pieces per chocolate bar is deemed safer than the pesticides that would be used to prevent it.